we're doing a project right now. I know we talk about the hotels and the ice arenas and the assisted living projects that we're currently doing. We have a large background in doing community projects such as for the Park District, for the ice arena, and for Carlson Boys and Girls Club, and so a lot of that stuff is sports related. We had the Rockford RIVERHAWKS that we own the baseball team. We built the Aviator Stadium, about 10 years ago, and so one of the things that we're also kind of trying to focus on is doing some of these sporting venues, building some of those. And right now we have, but it's called the Bison Sports Warehouse. We're building in Loves Park. It's an indoor baseball training facility for a traveling baseball team. Really cool facility, really neat. Unfortunately, the weather's been, really, beating us down on this thing. But, we're really looking at innovative ways to do that facility. Not only so it's unlike anybody else's and it really fits your specific needs, but we also want to do it in a budget. We came into some issues with this, and this is just kind of goes to show our diversity of what we're able to do. We ran into some issues with, there needed to be more money put into the water and sewer run for this project. And so what was going to be a $30,000, 800-foot run ended up being a $130,000, 1,600-foot run with pumps and manholes, and it became very extensive. And so the cheapest bid we got was $125,000 from subcontractors, and they went all the way up to $225,000. And so the project just couldn't support that. So we took our guys, our construction workers from our company, and we put them out, boots on the ground, and for the first time our company ran our own water and sewer. And we ran in a pretty extensive. We ran that for 1,600 feet, and the materials on that were about $36,000, and we another $20,000 in labor. So we took $125,000 loss basically, and we turned it around and ended up being able to do that. Took a little bit more time, but we ended up, not only did we meet our budget, we came in under budget of what the original cost was going to be. So we're very diversified, and we'll find ways around anything. And if we have to get out there with boots on the ground and I have to pick up a shovel and get out of my suit, then that's what we'll do to make sure our projects come in on budget.
That's awesome. Because sometimes those massive adjustments can rear their ugly head.
They really can, absolutely.
Spin,
especially when you're working with a non-for-profit. These guys don't have room for overages. There's no change orders in projects like that. You can't go back to the well and get more money. It's just not there. And these are a couple of guys that have love and passion for a sport and for helping youth. And they have real jobs, and they're putting often they're putting their houses on the lines to do these types of projects. And
that's true.
Bison's, there you have two gentlemen that are both have full-time jobs, and they just have this great passion for it, just great guys. And we want to make sure this project, I wish it was getting done a little bit sooner, but in order to make sure that we get it quality and we get it done in their budget, again, the boots on the ground. Whatever we got to do, pick up a shovel.
Just make it happen.
Right. So the golden shovels you see at the groundbreaking, we actually use those. So.
Okay. It's not just an ornament.
No, it's not. Not with us. No, we're not hanging it on the wall.
It's battle ready. Okay.
That's right.
Excellent. Now, when you talked about assisted living, I know you did mention that. Of course, obviously a big portion or a big focus of your operations is the hospitality industry. But I would imagine that with the baby boomers increasingly getting older and being so many of them, that the assisted living may continue to be a viable industry as well.
It is. We started about 3 years ago real strong, pushing to more assisted living facilities. We did a lot of research into a lot of different areas across the country. And so we really were gearing up to do a lot of those facilities. And then at the same time, we were focusing on the hotels. And it just kind of so happened that the hotels kind of jumped up front. Cities were begging for them, and lenders were wanting to lend them. And so they kind of got into the front seat a little bit. And But assisted living facilities aren't going anywhere.
Right.
You know, like you said, baby boomers, everybody's getting older. You're always going to have a revolving clientele for assisted living. And so we have a lot of experience in assisted living. Our design company, Tyson and Billy, they have done a huge number of assisted living facilities and memory care facilities, nursing homes. So we do have a large focus. I would say 30% company focus on doing assisted living and managing assisted living facilities with our Frontera group. And so we part of our we expanded about 2 months ago in opening a office in Dallas, Texas. And our management company runs out of there, including our assisted living management firm. And we are currently right now working at placing an assisted living facility in Montgomery, Texas. So we're looking at doing about an 80-unit, medium to high-end assisted living there with some memory care aspects and actually building that facility for another group. We're also, where we're building our hotel that we're breaking ground on July 6th, we're looking in Canton, Texas. They have a couple of new facilities, which is they have a assisted living facility and a nursing home, but they need an independent living, which is kind of before the assisted living. So we're looking at doing an independent living facility, and then they have about 60 acres that the city would like to see patio homes on. And so we're looking at doing some patio homes for the elderly and kind of doing a little community there. So, while it isn't in the forefront, we're not breaking ground tomorrow on 14 of them. It's definitely it does still take up a large portion of what we do and our focus. And we're actively looking for people to build these facilities for, and we're actively looking to invest and build these facilities.